and good morning to another voiceover video. So today, as promised, I'm going to test out these candy coat colours and I'm using 332 from the Rainbow collection. Everything will be in the description box below. I'm using these products, I bought them, I love them, out of my own money, not sponsored and not affiliated. So I started with a coat of base coat and then I'm going in with that beautiful light blue. I thought this would be perfect for like a winter colour, a winter design, and as you'll see a little bit later on, I did kind of ruin it, but hey. So yeah, I started off with this blue, first coat of it, cured it in the lamp for 30 seconds and applied the second coat. Here I am going in with the velvet matte top coat. I bought this and thought, well, I wanted to try it, and you know something? I really liked it. It's a beautiful matte top coat. So now I'm going in with my Nail Chemie 10mm liner and number 130 from the gel paints collection from the candy coat, and I will put everything in the description box below as I've said. So I'm starting off by drawing two thinnish lines down the centre of the nail, and as you can see I'm mapping it out and seeing where I want it to go. I also haven't sped this up because I wanted to show you how kind of slow I do go. I do sort of fast forward a lot of my videos because some of it can be kind of boring and watching the same stuff over and over again can be quite dull. Sorry, that was the doorbell. Where was I? So yes, I'm mapping out my two lines, and I'm going to do a sweater design. I've never done one of these before. I've seen it done and I thought, you know something, I'm going to have a go. These paints were brilliant. They stayed still where I put them. They didn't move, although I did do it in sections. So as I said, I'm starting off with two lines and then I'm going to do like a wiggly line down the nail and create like, is it a cable knit nail, I believe it's called? And like I said, I've never done it before, so I thought I'd give it a go. I don't know where I went there. So yeah, starting off with that. So here I'm taking this weird thing, contraption that I got from Amazon, and it's like a scoop, and it's kind of for crystals and for pigments and stuff like that. My NSI attraction liquid attraction powder from in clear. Oh, come on, Lisa. And I'm just dusting that on. I'm using the scoop, and I'm going to dust it onto the nail into the wet gel that I haven't cured yet, and just sprinkling that in. Now the first time I did this, I sort of not did it wrong, but I didn't look. And you've kind of got to put the powder on until it stays matte. So if it's gone still shiny, I cannot speak this morning. If it's still shiny, then it's not absorbed all the acrylic powder or whatever you're sprinkling in. So it was still sort of shiny, so I should have put more on. So now I'm going in again and I'm doing more stripes on the sides, and like I said, because this was my first go, I thought I wouldn't be too adventurous with it, so I just thought I'd have a bit of a plane of practice with it. So I just did some little dots. There I am wiggling the dots. I should have really used my dotting tool, but I kind of really like this brush from Nail Chemie. It's brilliant. Haley goes on about it and how brilliant it is and how much she's fallen in love with it, and you know something? I have too. It's a brilliant liner brush. So here I am taking the acrylic powder again, and just sprinkling that into the uncured gel paint. And there we go. And it's all done. Oh, I thought I'd also add, I am very sorry for the state of the colour of my fingers. You'll see in a bit why my fingers were stained. It's not because I smoke. I quit smoking 2 weeks before lockdown and I've still stopped, and I'm so proud of myself. But I basically got stains on my fingers that I couldn't get off. Even now, I think it's like 3-4 days in and I've still not got rid of it. I've got blue on my thumb still, and it's just not gone. So now I'm moving on to the next nail and I'm doing the same sort of thing but sort of reversing it. So instead of doing the squiggly lines in the middle, I'm doing the dots in the middle. So yeah, here I am sprinkling the powder onto the nail. You can use glitter, you can use anything, and just let it absorb. So here I noticed that I hadn't put enough on, so I'm now putting some more acrylic powder on, and then I'm going to cure that. I would cure it for a little bit longer than 60 seconds, just so that you've cured it properly, and then do it again. So now I'm going in and I'm going to reverse the image, and I'm going to do the squiggly lines on the outside, and then put in the powder and cure it for 60 seconds and a bit more. I have to say that I really enjoyed doing this. I didn't think I would, but with this brush it was just an absolute dream, and these paints are really lovely. They don't move, they don't slide about and what have you, and they're really highly pigmented as well, and I managed to match the colour up with the same the paints with the actual gel polish, so I was really pleased with that one. I don't know if that was an accident or on purpose. So yeah, I was really pleased with it. So this is the reason why my fingers were stained. Again, everything will be in the description box below. So you know from my previous videos that I love my inks and I love drawing with inks. So I got this, and it's a crystal calligraphy pen, and it's absolutely beautiful. I really loved using it. The only problem was the inks. The inks are beautiful, and I think if you're drawing on paper and stuff like that, I think they're fantastic. They're slightly glittery, although the camera didn't pick it up very well, but this is me. Those labels were me swatching the colours, so I wanted to see what they were like. So that was more of a clear one, the yellow one, and then this one had like little gold flecks in it, and I really liked them, but I think I'm going to have to learn how to use them because they didn't dry, and you'll see why. So this is the reason why I've got ink all over my fingers. So I take a cotton swab to try and pull out the stopper, because they all come with stoppers, but obviously because you've shook them because you've shook them, because there's pigment particles in them, I would use a little bit of towel so that you don't get ink all over your fingers like I did. So here I am doing little dots, so that I've got little guidelines to go by, and then I'm going to join those dots up with the lines that I'm drawing. So I would use other inks, or I will have a bit of a play and figure out these, but they just didn't dry. So when I put on the top coat, they smeared, and it was so disheartening, because I'd spent so long painting these, drawing these lovely little delicate snowflakes on the nail, and yeah, it just smeared everywhere. And I thought it was such a great idea, because these inks had little glitter particles in, and I thought, oh, it'll be so wintry, it'd be so cool. I can't really do snowflakes, so I thought, oh, I'll draw them on with the ink. And as you can see, there's a lovely little glisten of shimmer and stuff. So here I am drawing another one like a numpty. So hey, I think, I don't know, it was like it hadn't dried properly, or my top coat didn't agree with it. I don't know, but I did leave them to dry, so I can't understand what I did wrong. And I've worked with the other inks from Winsor & Newton, I believe they're called, and they worked fine, and they dried and they never smeared, whereas this one for some reason did, and I don't know what I did wrong, or whether the top coat or whatever didn't agree with it. But I'm going to have to figure it out, because I bloody love these inks. They're absolutely beautiful. Here I'm just showing that you can clean it with just water. That water is just beautiful. Silly really. So yeah, all you do is wash it in water, rinse it in water, and then give it a wipe, and then the pen is clear. The pen is glass, which is just beautiful. I'm just doing the little finger here because I'd forgotten the little finger, so I'd painted that off camera, and then sprinkling it with some more acrylic powder. And then I'm going to put it in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds, And there it is, and there's that beautiful ink all over my fingers. Beautiful. So here I am taking the shiny top coat, and this is where it all went wrong. I was so gutted. It just smeared everywhere. And I thought, do you know something, I could delete this from the, what I'd done, but I wanted to show you that I do make mistakes and things do go wrong and things don't go to plan in Salon. So hey, let's live and learn. So I put some shiny top coat on, and then I'm going to take these Aurora flakes that I got from, sounds like I'm a kleptomaniac. I got them from Neo Nails, I believe they are. So I just put them in and then put some more top coat on and cured for 30 seconds. And this is a design. I wasn't very happy with the inks. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'll try and figure it out. Anyway, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. Take care. Bye.